the shaft, and the elevator can't reach deck 4. I'm attempting to determine. I'm detecting massive quantities of some kind of biomaterial that's plugging up the elevator shaft. The environment on this level has been altered to be some kind of breeding chamber for the xenomorphs. It shouldn't prove dangerous unless you plan to stay for more than a few hours. But in order to clear the shaft, you're going to have to remove the biomaterial. I'm accessing the primary data loop. Let's see what we can find out there.
Alright, so we're on Deck 3 Hydroponics, and for the record, I am recording audio right now, but it is not during the playthrough. Somehow, my recorded audio during the playthrough did not record at all, and so none of it is in this video, so I have to record this over, and I didn't want to get rid of this footage, it's perfectly fine. We're in Hydroponics. This upgrade terminal I'm looking at right now is a different kind of upgrade terminal. Basically, it gives you specific upgrades, like more melee power, or overhead attack, or psi power. Yeah, the one I'm looking at right now is it gets rid of psi overheat, and that's the one I'm gonna get due to the fact that psi overheat's really annoying to deal with. So when you do it, it doesn't hurt you or anything. Basically, there's another room behind me, and there are laser turrets and a camera in it, and I avoid that like the plague for now, because there's really nothing in there to get. For the record, I'm going to not talk during audio logs, as I usually do, so I'm going to preempt for them. I'm pretty sure I remember how... I'll open the menu, so it doesn't really matter. So we got a recharge station, I got power psi, so now psi overheat doesn't hurt me anymore, or lose psi points. That monkey brain we researched earlier allows us to hurt the monkeys more, and there's a lot of them on this deck, so it's good. So now we're going through this hallway. Those are games, not going to pick those up at log time.
Dick, I know you won't get this until after we return, but I've had to express how incredible I feel. We've finally done it, made contact. Muldoon and I have been selected to be involved in the initial work. Anatoli's one condition is that I tell no one aboard the ship. The creatures are remarkable. They're so helpless, I feel somehow compelled to protect them. It's a miraculous discovery.
So Miller is becoming part of the Many's plans. So I can break this window here, and there's going to be some stuff in here. And Polito's going to talk to me because there's something important.
Okay, stop where you are. There's a vial of an experimental material called Toxin A. It was developed by the Psi staff to reduce the growth of the aliens, but I can't find any data on how you should use it. You should be able to research the toxin. I'm uploading you enough cyber modules to acquire the research skill if you don't have it.
Polito gives you free cyber modules here if you don't have research. By the way, by this point, I obviously already have it, so I can research. It also gave me a lab research augment, which would make my research better. However, I don't need it because I have enough research to do this. The chemicals that I need are on this deck's chemical manifest, but we're not there yet. So, for now, the toxin is pretty much just unknown. So, look, I'm looking at the chemicals right now. I need 2.
Okay, the vials of Toxin A need to be placed directly into the environmental regulators. There should be 4 on this deck. If you can get a vial into each of the regulators, you should be able to significantly impact the growth of those despicable creatures. That should remove the biomatter from the elevator shaft.
Alright, so most of Hydroponics is locked off by keycards, basically, and they're spread out throughout the deck. It's a little confusing at first, but it makes sense after a while. We picked up an unresearched object from that Cyborg Midwife.
This is Xerxes.
So it's going to be useful later, I think. I don't research it in this video.
The glory of the mass.
Xerxes is talking more about the many, and there's a lot of logs here running around. I'll pick up an antitoxin. That'll come in handy. There are a lot of analyte toxin enemies on this deck, and they suck. I just got another log. There's a regenerator up there. I'm gonna go up and access that real quick.
There. The young ones are all aboard. Captain Diego and I have sealed off Deck 3.
He and I are now of one mind. Our bodies
are changing too. Sometimes it hurts terribly.
And sometimes it is
marvelous. Something wonderful is happening to me.
So Korechkin is going pretty much full many right now.
This is Xerxes. Please report any electrical anomalies to your direct superior. Remember, a smooth operation is everybody's responsibility.
Alright, so at this point we picked up another augment. There's a camera, which I nearly didn't get in time. But I did. There's some fucking hybrids down there. Right now I'm just searching desks for no reason. Gotta love that wrenching. There's nothing on those guys I need. Back behind me, where I was looking at, where I killed those hybrids, that loops around back to the beginning of Hydroponics, like the elevator. And this hallway goes to another part, which is, got some nice stuff in it. Gotta kill this hybrid first. Ow, he shot me. Kill me! And we did. We have a log, which we'll listen to.
It's becoming clear that the worms are some kind of communal entity. Well, I'm not sure whether airborne toxin A will directly kill any ambulatory specimens. It should impact their communal mass and remove the residue I've observed growing on the walls and the lift shaft. But perhaps there is a more potent formula to be synthesized.
So we just found another vial of toxin A, which we still haven't, discovered, really. More Cyborg Midwives. This is the first deck where they become really common. That taste of them at the end of engineering is just a preemptive for this, basically. They drop med hypos a lot, which is really, really useful because they do really damaging attacks if you let them hit you. Though, also, if you get them from the back, Cyborg Midwives turn around really slowly, so it's almost impossible not to kill them if you manage that. Right here. I'm not sure what I'm doing. Oh, I'm looking at the chemical manifest. Basically, I need 2 different chemicals to synthesize this, and one of them's on a lower deck, but not the other one, which I think vanadium is it. So we're gonna break through here into cryo and fight this hybrid. Another meta hypo, that's useful. Alright, so we're going through the corridors. These corridors really confuse the hell out of me every time I go through them. Hydroponics is a pretty... I mean, it's not too confusing, but the deck can get to you. There's a grenade launcher on the ground, which I'll never pick up because I'll never be able to use it. That's a key-carded door. Can't go through that either, so there's only one clear way to go. And here's the monkeys. If you notice, we can kill them in one hit now. Due to researching that monkey brain, they take a lot more damage, which is really cool. Got a lot of cyber modules. Polito giving you 17 cyber modules to get research is really useful if you got research already. Then you end up getting other things. God, these monkeys suck. See, there's a really useful, it's so useful to just have one hit kill on them.
Killing the children won't be easy, but I think I'm actually onto something. The biochemistry of these worms, which are called the annelids, treats inverted proteins as toxins. With the help of the replicator in the biological survey lab, I've managed to isolate some inverted proteins in a number of vials. However, the mix with the base compound is still off, so I need to do some more research. Once I do that, and mix the toxin into the 4 environmental regulators, well, things can only get better.
Delacroix's logs on this deck are really just to tell you what the hell you're supposed to be doing, which is obvious. By the way, all that swimming around was just me being confused out of my mind, because these empty rooms, I don't really know what their purpose was. There might not be any, but, there's nothing in them. Alright, so, these corridors, I backtrack a lot, but this is where I'm supposed to go. Phantom time.
Please don't. I won't tell. I won't. Choose somebody else. I don't want to change, please.
Don't cry. Don't cry. Soon you'll be the mother of them all.
So this guy has been transformed by the many, and he's transforming her into a cyborg midwife, which is why we're fighting all those cyborg midwives on this deck. As you see, I have a surgical unit completed here, so I can manage that as I'm managing my inventory. I get full healed. Security station. Alright, so here's the chemical storeroom. After beating this monkey up, you'll see that everything I need is in here, and cyborg midwife. See, you get up and close and personal with these guys, and it's just over. So she had a log on her, so you can assume that whoever this log is her, but it's not gonna be this one we're about to play.
I've received an e-message from Anatoly. He's not well. The corporate protocols specify I can remove the senior executive officer if he's found unfit for duty. But what about his ally, Captain Diego? He's got 120 goons on the Rickenbacker to back him up. I wonder if that fragmentary AI you discovered on Tau Ceti 5 is connected to this.
So, even Delacroix knows now the Korechkin's over his head, and so is Diego for a little bit. So we're looking at the chemical manifest. You'll see that everything we need is in here. We've already picked up everything we need, so we'll just toss things into the research. At this point, once you get these chemicals, Toxin A is ours.
You can't understand my joy, Marie, and I won't try to make you. I feel like a new man. I have a purpose. More important than the mission. Even more important than Tri-Optimum. I will protect them. No matter what. I will protect them.
So Korechkin's really still going overboard, if that wasn't obvious enough. This room is kind of useless. I mean, there's some good hypos in here, antitoxins and, you know, med hypos. I mean, it's pretty obvious what their use is.
I'm changing. My head is full of wonderful ideas and experiments. They have
So many miracles to share, so much knowledge to give.
They told me how to make this implant. They said it would make a better me of me. I wish I had more time so I could give it to them.
Yeah, well, it's a shame.
Mark, what's going on? I thought it was weird when you asked me to send up 16 of my female staffers, but what have you done with them? I'm short-handed up here. Also, have you heard from Juan, Sangro, or Polito? It's like everyone's gone on vacation and didn't bother to tell me.
So things are getting crazy. This is not a good place for me. I was kind of freaking out. Cyborg Midwives, I'm getting hurt by toxin damage, which, by the way, those annelid eggs hit you with. I got hit by Cyborg Midwives, which sucks enough to begin with. I don't know why I'm confused here. I think I was trying to figure out... Oh, I was trying to heal. Okay. I had to second guess everything I'm doing. I picked up a laser pistol. That room I was just in was totally fucking pointless, so I'm gonna toss that shit. Don't need it. So now... More monkeys. I believe I backtracked by accident. I don't really need to be here. I believe I'm heading towards Cryo now. The only way to get out of here is with another key card, but I don't think I've picked it up yet. Oh, there it is. So yeah, now I can use that key card to go out the door back into the main circuit, which is right here, I believe. Yeah, it's right here. So I can go back into the main circuit, but I don't want to do that because I haven't found the other thing, which is in Cryo behind us. Rather, this isn't Cryo, it's just cold storage. You know, fuck it. We were in Cryo at the beginning of the game. This is not Cryo, this is cold storage, but you know, it's cold. Either way, it's cold, so fuck it, it's cold. We're about to go somewhere cold, and there are a lot of eggs down there, by the way, and it sucks. And I was really confused on getting down there for some reason. There's two hatches. Dropping on this box is one. Those eggs suck. Just saying. And hitting this Cyborg Midwife in the middle of all these eggs wasn't my best plan. Not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna die here, to be entirely honest with you. Especially with the hybrid and the toxins. But I boosted it. There's some stuff in the corner. And there's the environmental regulator. And for a little bit I'm gonna stand here and do nothing. The reason is because I'm waiting for the research to complete so I can put the toxin in the regulator. There's literally no reason to come back after you've done that. So there's pretty much no reason for me to leave. So I will just wait for the research to end and play some logs in just a moment, I believe. I'm just going to show you the environmental regulator. There's 4 of them. We need 4 toxins to get rid of them. It's pretty precarious, and I'm going to play some logs.
I found these schematics on Dr. Miller's desk. They're plans for the kind of cyber modification that's been illegal for 40 years. It's not like him. I was going to talk to him about it, and then I noticed.
The DNA sequence he spec'd for the prototype. It's mine.
I've chosen Nurse Bloom as the new mother to our children. She is sweet and kind, healthy and a perfect match. She has a child of her own back on Earth. She knows what it is to care for the young. Ave Maria. If she only knew what the future held.
She shared the joys of the many.
Yeah, Milner's gone overboard. So now the research is about to end, and we're gonna stick that toxin right in that regulator. It's right on the last percentile right there. There we go. Now to get some cyber modules for doing the right thing, which I'm about to do. Here we go.
Good. You'll notice that the biomatter on the walls and in the elevator shaft has been impacted by the introduction of the biotoxin. Now do the same with the other 3 regulators.
Did you like how I failed to hit that worm? And now I'm getting toxined again. Really the worst part about being down here. I believe there was some antitoxins. I got some cyber modules. Really, at this point, any eggs that didn't open, I just resorted to killing them with cryokinesis. Really, it's a bitch. I thought about using a wrench, didn't think it was quite a good idea. It only takes 2 hits to kill them, so, I mean, it's not entirely a bad idea. It's better than being toxins and having to use antitoxin hypos, because it's just annoying. It's like radiation. This is the toxin deck. We just left the radiation deck. Alright, so I start to research that needle thing I got from the Cyborg Midwife, but I don't even have any of the chemicals. Rather, I have some of them. I'll check the manifest and you'll see iridium, which I need, but the other one I don't have on this deck. So, and I didn't bother checking because I had more important things to do, like finding the other environmental regulator, which we're going to. Just gotta get back. Good thing we got that key card, because here's the door. So we want to go back into the circuit, because there was a part... We're going to go back to where that regenerator was, the one that we activated earlier, but there was another room that I avoided on purpose. The reason is, there's really no reason to go up there until you have Toxin A. Yeah, see, I go over here to make sure the regenerator is working. But yeah, there's no reason to go up here until Toxin A is researched. If you do it before that, it's just completely pointless. Also, my my implant ran out of juice, so I just put it in the other one, and I'll go to the recharge station soon. But yeah, down those stairs is another environmental regulator, and a lot of eggs, and a Cyborg Midwife who, at first, is like stuck in the corner not doing anything. You'll notice that I shoot her, and I'm not really sure why she's standing there. And some eggs, which also suck, and then she's coming. I got wrench ready, wrench at the ready. I got toxined, but I did not get hurt otherwise, so anti-tox and kill the eggs. It's about the easiest way to go about this. I think there's only a couple in here. There's another one, but it opened on me, so I don't even bother with it. And I took this corpse, and I put Toxin A in this environmental regulator next. You'll see some visible loss of biomass, which is nice, and more cyber modules, which is also nice. So there's nothing in these crates. And there's nothing back here either. I'm just looking back here. So, we've done 2 environmental regulators, and we still got another vial of toxin. So the next step is to find the next place to go. This is the original thing that takes you down into those tunnels near the cold storage. We got another implant from that guy, which is the only reason I stayed up here. This is the circuit with the eggs, the ones with the laser pistol that I didn't need. I think that's literally the only reason this corridor exists, for you to fall into and feel like an idiot and get a laser pistol that I wasn't ever planning on using. And when I did use it my last playthrough, I regretted. So I took a look back there to make sure I was in the right place. So now there's another place I have to go. In cold storage, I picked up another key card. And that's going to take us to the next part of Hydroponics. But we need to go back there first. Got to run the circuit. And before I do that, I'm going to go back and upgrade since I got so many damn cyber modules. But I'm also going to use the ice pick I picked up. Ice picks automatically hack for you, so you never have to, like, lose. And I use it to hack the security control station.
Security system offline.
The reason for this is because I want to go kill the turrets in that room in front of all the upgrades and the camera. Really because I hate them and they cause me a lot of trouble. So I just get rid of them. Just in case, because there will be times probably
light that has never seen the surface of the earth.
Alright, that was the menu again. But there will be times where I will most likely come back to hydroponics just to upgrade. Because it is actually the easiest upgrade terminals to get to. Med size are easy to get to at first, but then once you get rid of these turrets and the camera, if you ever need to instantly upgrade and you're near the elevator, this is the easiest place to upgrade. You literally just get off the hydroponics deck and you come here. And it's pretty much just easy as pie. I mean, that's before you get on the Rickenbacker, but I won't talk about that. It's still in the future. So I recharged my my implants. I threw out those grenades I didn't need. And I will now upgrade to Psi Tier 4. I walked through some of the skills on this, but there's invisibility, which is the really big one that we want. Trust me, it's going to come in handy. There's a couple others that are good. Stuff like disabling robots and I think turning hypos into nanites. It's all very interesting. So I'm just looking through those. I talk lengthy, and then recharge again just for the hell of it. And I didn't need to go in the hallway. So now we're gonna go to Sector A of hydroponics. Sector A and D are both separate bulkheads, so they're subdecks. We're on BC, that's the main hydroponics deck that you get onto, and A is right here. There's really nothing in here besides this value rep, which is broken and I can't repair it, and that camera I destroyed. I need repair skill 3 and I don't even have repair skill 1, and I probably never will get it.
Security system online.
So Xerxes just came back on, and here's the bulkhead, and we're about to go into hydroponics A, which will be fun. It gets a little crazy from there.